going to be much.
What do you require?
About the cornets of waves.
A most agreeable topic. Or so I hope.
He draws his hands together and guards you over long, tented fingers. I found a mosaic in a temple of Andra deep in the old city.
Galarde! You watchers truly are workers of miracles.
He claps, and a figure waiting by the door scurries into the narrows. What's your interest in Yukaiso? He smiles, but he fidgets madly with the gold at the hem of the tunic.
The mosaic is an ancient work of art. Such marvels must be preserved.
Always one away, as fingers continue working, I'd assume. Another insight. Bluff. No. You're way too interested in this find and in keeping it a secret. For this to be about art. All gold thread comes away with fingers. He frowns at it.
Let us discuss your payment instead. A suitable enough topic, no?
Nope. He cleans his throat and produces a blunderbuss. After a brief pause, he whirls around and holds it out to you.
Never let it be said that Dereo does not pay a fair price.
Kitchen stove. Right. Okay. Indeed, I would hate for anyone to say that. Hey, nice. He gives you a respectful, if strained, smile and nods to one of his attendants, who produces a bag of coin. Oh, criminals.
Now, allow us to put the question of money to rest. It is an unseemly topic to linger on. What do you require? A moment, I almost forgot.
Takes you to work from the table and unfurls it. It's larger than it initially looked.
Blanca. Take it and indulge my vanity.
So that's how you get up. So, so next time, if you're doing this, folks, spoilers, 5, 4, 3, 2. Do all the quests in Nikotika first, and then you can get all the stuff to go to the Dead Island, whatever they call it.
It is not as grand as the sails I once made, but my fingers are ever restless.
Well, that was
Huh?
Eora,
with a
when
big
you
ass
swing
sword.
this beauty, you must make sure to tell your foes that Mahiri sent you.
Gathers up armloads of shards and gestures for you to wait. Big ass
Whispers
sword.
of the endless paths. A most brooding and gloomful weapon, I say. May it chop your enemies into fine pieces for the delight of Tongaloa. I'm honored to have the trust of such a fine customer. Do not hesitate to bring me another if you need iron or steel.
Just tell me what you got. Thanks. Solved all this stuff anyway. Oh well.
Salutations. Do you wish to hear your fortune? Only what? Am I famous out there? I tell you what. 500 pyres, and you get the exclusive story.
Taps the end of his brass coin slot, set into the machine. All the while, Ifan rubs his wooden hands together with glee.
That manor is a fortress. An Orland partner and I got to thinking that Arkimir wouldn't miss a few coins here, a few gems there. There's a span of natural rock between Arkimir's place and the luminous bathhouse. Ganor let us camp in his basement with our pickaxes. After some careful hammering, we found ourselves in Arkimir's manor without a guard in sight.
Sensible approach. No one would have known you were coming.
Hey, you're smarter than you look. We might have been able to crack the lock on the front door, but who knew how many guards would meet on the other side? We snuck through the house until we found the vault. No keyhole, just a bunch of gems. While he was working on the lock, one of the local imps grew keen to us. Alarms went off. I don't remember dying, really. I just woke up in this box. And Arkimir told me that I had to work off my debt.
What happened to your partner after you died?
Arkimir told me that he died, but that he was put to good use. Forgive me if I don't speculate on the meaning of that. Sucker for a good story, eh? That manor is a fortress. After some careful hammering, we snuck through the house until we found the vault. No key. While he was working on the lock, one of the alarms went off.
Right. Yes, well, since I don't have his bits and bobs, it looks like I'm going to have to go the old-fashioned way. Which is outside. So, Rook, have someone throw a grapple. Sails across, launches on the other side. Really, I needed a 3. Wow. Okay, climb across. The rope creaks and sways, but with care and slow, deliberate progress, you safely make it to the other side. Easy. Easy peasy.
I saw you send off that missive. What are you telling the company now?
It was a...
Hammer. Oh. What help these imps offer is hardly worth the trouble of enduring their company. Yesterday I tried on a different face and my butler nearly sounded the alarm. It was some comfort that he recognised my robes. I gave the tutor in full a passphrase to avoid this unpleasance in the future. Cider and cheese. Simple enough for an imp to recall. Cider and cheese. Cider and cheese.
A sure thing.
There you go, folks. There you go. Right. So now I can put it on, I guess.
Don't mind if I do.
Black Pearl. Where are you? I just had you. Scepter. 30 damage, accuracy. The leathery imp cradles a gem in his claws and makes soft cooing sounds as he extends his forked tongue to lick each facet, coating it with a layer of slime. Sensing your presence, his eyes snap open. The imp lets out a piercing shriek and clutches his gem perfectly close to his body. A pair of yellow eyes narrow on you, focusing with intensity.
What you do here? My pet groundwalk filth. What you do here, huh? Why you trouble Yellow Eye 3?
If I was an intruder, would I be speaking with you like this?
Ugly one speaks in confident tone. Not burglar, then.
He relaxes a bit, though he glares lost none of his malice.
Stay out of Yellow Eye 3's way, and break nothing, or Master hears of it.
Tell me about yourself, friend.
First Yellow Eye died, second Yellow Eye died, now he's third.
He accentuates his point by raising one finger, then 2, then 3.
Master gave Yellow Eye a number, so he would remember which one he was.
Will you ever be Yellow Eye 4?
4, 5, 6 is all the same to this Yellow Eye.
So how does the others die?
One died asking idiot questions.
Ooh, he scratches his scaly midsection and chuckles.
2 died stealing baubles. 3 is more careful. 3 watches out for kabooms.
Ah.
Pretty crystal. Protect you forever. Go on. Yellow Eye 3 has time for smelly groundwalker.
I didn't want to say when Arcama's going to be back, because, like, I am. What do you know about the fault?
Is on the lowest level, southeast corner. Sealed up like dirty secret. Burglars tried to open, but they turned into food.
Crystal. What'd you get?
That all you want to know? Boring. Found near vault. Keep safe for Master. Too shiny to leave lying around.
Mimics the crystal. Give me crystal. A harsh, discordant parody of speech that erupts from your throat grabbed at its attention immediately, its eyes widened on purpose.
What crazy talk? Trying to start something or just stupid, eh?
Master told us to protect it. I don't want to be clever. What will you take in exchange for the crystal?
Crystal is heavier than looks. 500 copper and we got a deal, eh?
Can I have it?
Nope. You take dumb crystal, no returns.
Guess I've got to bloody do it then. Okay, I don't want to kill them. Been good ever since.
Pretty crystal gone. Doesn't taste good.
Afraid not, Captain.
On it.
Intruder! Ground meat in the Master's sanctum! Ski! Ski! Is ground meat Archimere? Master gave us a passphrase. You repeat now. That passphrase, all right.
Keeping quiet.
All this trouble over a tablet of fucking stone. If my company's standing wasn't on the line, I would have written this one off as a loss already. After all the trouble and effort, somehow I never expected this day would come. My thanks on behalf of the Royal Deadfire Company. We remember our friends and what in Remergon's hairy backside is that?
After spending so
Hey,
much time with
you
Connor,
the
I'm
Watcher?
surprised.
Good. If I delivered message to wrong person, Master would curse me with Archimere's annoying song that never gets out of your head. Archimere, the great master, has returned. Invites you to join him at the estate. Says you know where that is. I won't need to. He already knows. Find Master in his study. Don't be late.
It would seem the old wizard is more observant than I credited him. Just wonderful. Never mind. The company has assets enough to recompense him. What matters is that the tablet is ours, and the path to Okaizo made clearer.
Well, let's hold out hope this is just a happy coincidence. Guess poetry just has that effect on me.
Well, you could certainly do worse when it comes to family.
Oh, just have to speak to him.
I trust you had no trouble finding the place?
Some would say. Sighing, Archimere glances up from a roll of parchment. He takes up a quill and draws several lines across the calendar entry, digging the nub hard enough that the scratching fills silence.
Nekitaka is either a testament to the ancient Huana's love of labyrinths, or their hatred of straight lines.
Thank you for the invitation. Can we get to the point?
That depends entirely on you. I warn you to stay your hand and treat with me better than you did poor Consulate.
Well, he deserved it. Yeah, he pauses to study your reaction with interest. Colsnot didn't give me a choice. Sighing, he wraps his knuckles on the top of his desk.
But let us get to the business of the hour, shall we?
Opens his palm.
My estate was recently burgled. My vault breached.
I know, I was the one who burgled it. Do I really want to be like that? That's terrible. Do you have any leads? I know, I was the one who burgled it. Yeah, you know what?
How very pleasing to hear an honest admission. At the Circle's behest, I'm expected to show restraint in these dealings.
Snails dig into the armchest of his chair. A tearing sound fills the silence between you.
You manage not to rouse a peep out of my servants. If nothing else, the lack of disruption is appreciated. One hopes that Rawatai knows how to properly archive the Harapo epic.
The culture of history so much as Havana.
Did I ask a question?
Well, he led on. Giving glances to the left and right, he waits before continuing.
The Circle of Archmagi wishes for us to put this unpleasantness in the past with a gesture of good faith.
When he finishes, his air coats, his elbow knocks over an inkwell. Admiral simply glares at the spilled ink until it retreats back into its receptacle. What made he spill back?
The Circle has expressed concerns about a certain mobile deity. The Deadfire is a fragile place, and a blundering soul drain like Aethys can damage more than just castle keeps.
The Deadfire will be lucky if any of its reefs endure this long walks of his.
Indeed. It isn't our desire that you apprehend the deity. That simply isn't practical. We need your help in preparing for the worst possible outcome.
Presses thumb down on a spider crawling across the desk. His utter lips pull back with delight.
Normally, the circle's involvement constitutes the worst possible outcome. Or have you already forgotten the Blackwash Falls incident?
Watches Akimir through narrowed eyes.
Kalakoth replaced the water. What more do you desire? An apology?
Turns up his nose. This isn't just restitution. The circle is worried.
We do not worry. We measure, and the resulting value dictates action. You are only involved because it is advantageous for knowledge of the Circle's involvement to remain discreet.
Discreet.
The wizard Bikana installed an observatory due northeast of Nekataka. For your absolution, the Circle asks that you locate her research.
And what are you hoping to learn from the stars?
That the Circle's concerns are utterly unfounded, of course.
Elbow, his eyebrow arches up.
No doubt you'll recognize the appropriate documents. You have an eye for valuables.
Why ask me and not Bekarna?
She vanished from academic research, and therefore her livelihood. All signs point to her lab being abandoned.
Okay, I'll get your research notes.
Fair warning. A vessel flying the sigil of the Torn Bannerman set a course for the observatory.
Just among his correspondence until he sets upon the one he seeks.
I have every reason to believe they travel armed.
Ah, great. The elite mercenaries we faced off at the siege of Carehold.
Did I inquire after your personal history?
Sneezes into his sleeve and grimaces.
My interest begins and ends at a single point. That someone of great means desires abandoned arcane research. Research which we disregarded.
Clears his throat and glances away.
Come back alive. Or not at all. Now, if you don't mind, I have a manor to restore. And a security system to reevaluate.
He frowns towards the door before turning his face back to his desk. Yep. Okay. Bekarna's Folly.
Do you look for something in particular?
You don't seem very happy here. Why not voyage with me for a change? Sighing, Fassina leans her weight on the countertop and surveys her surroundings.
Madiko, I fought so hard to get here, but I won't miss a splinter of this place.
Well, she doesn't raise her voice. She pounds the countertop as if she had.
Hey, Imp! I quit. For what it is worth, I have not enjoyed a moment of our time together.
What?
Huh? Make Master angry. Arkamir will grow a turnip in nasty Fassina's mouth.
Imp looks ready to say more, but hesitates.
Be safe. Many horrors out there.
Oh, his tone is softening, his eye downcast. Imp gestures dismissively towards the door, offering no further elaboration.
A Gracima, I think. Correz. Wherever you're headed, it can't be worse than here.
Smiling a little, she flashes you a casual salute. He's a wizard. A wizard.